Thanks, Raphael, for the excellent presentation on the state of pharmaceutical quality. Now I'm going to present what FDA has done to successfully facilitate the implementation of advanced manufacturing for pharmaceutical development and production. Why is advanced manufacturing important? From our perspective, we believe that advanced manufacturing will further enhance our ability to reliably deliver quality drug products over the life cycle. It will enable flexible and agile manufacture of high-quality drugs without extensive quality oversight. Furthermore, advanced manufacturing supports new clinical development to meet unmet patient needs and shorter CMC development timelines. Therefore, we FDA strongly support the use of advanced manufacturing and believe that it is key to improve our capability in response to public health crisis epidemic. In this presentation, I will discuss our effort in facilitating the adoption of continuous manufacturing because this technology is a key example of advanced manufacturing. We consider continuous manufacturing is an integrated process that consists of a series of two or more unit operations. In such a process, the input materials are continuously fed into and transformed within the process, and the processed output materials are continuously removed from the system. There are different types of integration for continuous manufacturing. The hybrid continuous manufacturing processes contain both continuous and batch manufacturing unit operations. The fully integrated continuous manufacturing processes contain all continuous manufacturing unit operations connected with each other and can be applied to drug substance, drug product, or integrated drug substance and drug product manufacturing, the so-called end-to-end continuous manufacturing model. Over the last several years, we have gained significant experience on the continuous manufacturing for drug products, especially immediate release solid oral dosage forms. We also have experience on continuous manufacturing for drug substance, end-to-end continuous manufacturing model, pharmacy on demand, and continuous downstream bioprocessing. We also see that the control strategy is evolving with the emergence of continuous manufacturing. For example, due to the unique nature of continuous manufacturing, we have observed the increasing use of FT control and automation systems, PAT, real-time release testing, and models for product release, process monitoring, or control. Before I get into the details about our continuous manufacturing experience, let me summarize some key aspects of our approach to facilitate adoption of novel technologies. We have rigorous intramural and extramural research programs to improve our readiness in evaluating advanced manufacturing technologies such as continuous manufacturing. We established the Emerging Technology Program, led by the Emerging Technology Team, the so-called ETT, with representation from the Office of Pharmaceutical Quality, the Office of Compliance, and the Office of Regulatory Affairs to ensure one quality voice. The Emerging Technology Program is a platform for sponsors to get early feedback from the agencies regarding their proposed new technology. As we gain sufficient knowledge and experience on the technology under this program, the ETT will facilitate knowledge management and transfer to the relevant FDA quality review and inspection programs and development of regulatory guidance to guide industry for their product and process development. This slide summarizes the key continuous manufacturing areas that we have frequently discussed with the industry. These areas include control strategy, facility and process validation, batch definition, and comparability data required for switching from a batch to continuous manufacturing process. For quality assessments of regulatory applications utilizing continuous manufacturing, our main objective here is to make sure that the proposed control strategy is designed to be able to detect transient disturbances, direct non-conforming materials, and make real-time quality decisions. Therefore, we focus on the elements of control strategy to mitigate the risk of transient disturbances to product quality based on the understanding of process dynamics. For example, through characterization of residence time distribution, we collectively evaluate the adequacy of raw material control in the context of continuous manufacturing, the strategy for process monitoring and control, material collection and diversion, as well as real-time release testing. For facility evaluation, including inspection, we assess the ability of facility and pharmaceutical quality system to implement and oversee the continuous manufacturing process for commercial production, as well as manage changes and continuous improvement over product life cycle. For example, we look at how non-conforming materials are handled within the pharmaceutical quality system. We also evaluate the process validation activities to ensure robustness of the process, including the ability to remain in a state of control and make real-time quality decisions. Furthermore, we examine equipment qualification and maintenance, including cleaning, as well as controls of raw materials. As a result of our increasing understanding and experience of continuous manufacturing, we have published a draft guidance on continuous manufacturing in 2019 with focus on solid oral dosage forms to guide industry regarding development and implementation of this new technology. Recognizing that a broad adoption of continuous manufacturing will require a global effort, we supported and is actively participating in the development of ICH Q13 on continuous manufacturing of drug substances and drug products. The objective of this ICH guideline is to capture and harmonize the key technical and regulatory considerations unique or specific to continuous manufacturing, while it still allows drug manufacturers to employ flexible approaches to develop, implement, or integrate continuous manufacturing for the manufacture of small molecules and therapeutic proteins for new and existing products. The Q13 Expert Working Group has completed the first draft of the technical document and is currently revising the draft based on the comments received. We will not finalize our FDA continuous manufacturing guidance until the Q13 guideline is finalized, or may even withdraw after the Q13 guideline is published. Based on our interactions with industry, we have seen that models become an integral part of continuous manufacturing control strategy. In addition to the chemometric model for near-IR and dissolution models, continuous manufacturing uses models for process development, setting feeder limits, material traceability, and diversion. We have also seen models based on the residence time distribution to be used as an in-process control of API concentration for the blend. Model maintenance and updates are important parts of lifecycle management of control strategy, and the regulatory reporting requirements for this part will rely on a risk-based approach, which depends on the impact of model update or change on product quality. According to ICH, these impacts can be categorized as low, medium, or high impact models. We also see the increasing request for proposing a parametric approach for in-process control and product release. For example, several sponsors have proposed using the feeder mass flow rate as a surrogate for API concentration in the blend and removing PAT for commercial production. We currently believe that this type of parametric approach cannot be justified solely based on acceptable historical data and/or tight process control argument. In fact, it is important to establish validated quantitative models or correlations to link material properties and process conditions to final product quality attributes. If you decide to implement such a model-based approach to support parametric in-process control or product release, I would encourage you to have an early discussion with ETT on the feasibility of this approach, model development, validation, and maintenance, as well as implementation strategy. Looking ahead, let's now discuss key topics that we will need to address collaboratively between the agency and the industry. Continuous manufacturing itself is not a new concept. However, this type of technology enables many advanced approaches that is historically difficult to be implemented in batch manufacturing. For example, as CM promotes the use of PAT for high-frequency measurement of critical quality attributes, it provides a great opportunity to utilize performance-based approach. We do believe that such a performance-based approach will provide flexibility to incorporate advanced process control and promote process improvement without the need for regulatory filing. The key question for continuous manufacturing in this area is whether and how this performance-based approach be applied to the entire integrated continuous manufacturing line. Continuous manufacturing also promotes a parametric approach. As I mentioned earlier, to utilize a parametric approach, we will need to establish quantitative understanding of multivariate relationships among material attributes, process conditions, and critical quality attributes. The challenge is that achieving this will generally require a large data set to build and validate the multivariate models. And complexity increase dramatically with increasing number of parameters. However, if we do it right, we can monitor the health of a process or a system to make quality decisions. Certainly, a combination of performance and parametric approaches are also possible. As the use of models become more prominent in continuous manufacturing, it will be important to develop regulatory standards for model development, validation, maintenance, and update. The general concern the industry has are the following. First, models, which are used as part of control strategy, are generally considered as medium or high impact models. Second, the regulatory reporting for the update and change of these models are generally required. And third, these regulatory reporting requirements may not be consistent among different regulatory agencies. We believe that there is an opportunity to achieve alignment in this area through ICH and also utilize some of the tools already available to us, such as post-approval change management plan, to simplify the regulatory reporting strategy. We also believe that continuous bioprocessing will be a focus in the near future because of the need for process intensification to make bioprocessing more efficient, agile, and flexible. The continuous manufacturing progress in bioprocessing is currently behind small molecule manufacturing in the area of downstream processing. We certainly need to make some breakthrough, for example, in the PAT areas if we want to facilitate the adoption of continuous bioprocessing. Due to the high frequency PAT measurements, we can obtain an unprecedented amount of process and quality data. These large data sets enable a deeper process understanding and facilitate continuous improvement. However, there are certainly challenges in managing and storing these large data sets. For example, do we need to save and store all the data? If we do, we may need to advance our IT technology to address this big data storage problem. Alternatively, can we transfer or reconstruct data, or even store only the key data? If we do it this way, it is important to ensure and demonstrate that the data transformation will not impact the investigation in the event of product recall or adverse event, data training analysis and continuous improvement, and data integrity. We also start to see some proposals on cloud computing, on data management, and artificial intelligence application for data analysis and process improvement. These innovations are very applicable to continuous manufacturing and warrant further discussion between the industry and the regulatory agency. Until today, we have successfully approved many regulatory applications utilizing continuous manufacturing technologies for drug substance and drug product manufacturing. All of them were reviewed under a short time frame and approved ahead of the user fee timeline. In addition, under the Emerging Technology Program, we have accepted over 50 proposals related to advanced manufacturing, including continuous manufacturing. In conclusions, we believe that implementing advanced manufacturing, like continuous manufacturing technologies, is key to achieve our vision, which is maximally efficient, agile, flexible pharmaceutical manufacturing sector that reliably produces high-quality drugs without extensive regulatory oversight. Finally, I would like to acknowledge ETT, OPQ leadership, and industry for their support of advanced manufacturing. This concludes my presentation. I would like to thank all of you for your attention, and we now move to panel discussion and questions.